Welcome to another, oh no, I broke the microphone. Welcome to another video of me building my Dutch hometown. Today I am going to build one of my dad's neighbors. I initially put the unit as a rental, but that's not really the way that I want to have it look. So it's just basically one big unit of 3 houses, and then I will just lock the doors for the individuals except the ones that I want to have in the house. That's basically what I'm going to do. So the world I'm building in is Noordhaven, and we are here on, I have no idea what kind of lot this is called. I don't know. But anyway, here is the next door neighbor. And the funny thing is that she was actually my French teacher back in, let's say, high school. I don't really know. We have kind of a different system than the USA has, but let's call it high school. So she was my French teacher. I don't know if she currently has a cat, but I just gave her a cat. She's called Marlene French because she was my French teacher. You know, that was kind of the thing. So I'm going to build her house on this side. And as I said, it is largely the same. So we're going to go to build mode. Her, basically that base bump out is a little bit different. But anyway, she will get 3. Then it is this, this, and this. And then I should have 8. 2, 4, 6, 8. Yes, okay, like that. And then she also has a backyard. I'm just going to give her the same fence because why not? I don't know the fence that she has though. Okay, I'm also going to give her this gate. So the other thing that is actually largely the same is this what she has in front here. So I'm also going to do that, and then we're going to do. Okie dokie, I am back and I have done things. As you can see, I added the doors and the windows, and I also added stuff here in the front yard. Just some plants, the same things as my dad has. However, on my dad's side, I kind of changed things. I added these, which are technically windows, but it's very, very similar to what he has there. So I added them. I also made them taller because looking at the pictures, I kind of made a little bit of a boo-boo. I changed up the roof. Now there's also a house coming next to this. So the roof will be moved to the side more, but this is the type of roof that they have. She does not have solar panels. I added a chimney, so that is basically it. So layout wise, it should be the same, I think. I'm not sure, but that is my guess. So we're going to do white stairs. Why? Well, because I can. That is the only reason. I am also going to give her the toilet the same way that I did my dad's. So there's nothing really that exciting going on there. I am going to do that. Then I'm going to leave this part open so I can at least see what I'm doing there. I'm not sure she has basically the same thing as my dad has. So I'm actually just going to use this one because I don't know, I can. Let's do it in white. So let's do that. I like the gray, and then maybe with kind of a darker gray. Oh, I actually like that a lot. I think that's very pretty. I don't know why, but I do. So we are going to do that one. No. And for here, I'm just going to leave it for now. Well, technically, we should have a door to the kitchen, but I can also open this up and then close this off and then maybe put the toilet there. I think I'm actually going to do that. So I'm just going to change things up because you know what? These are not rentals. They are basically regular homes. So let's do that. Back in the day, it was closed off, I think here. And it would be like that. And then there would be sliding doors in the middle. I could do these potentially, but no, that also does not really work. I can do this one. Oh, I can also do this one for here and then in white. That is actually pretty cool. I can put you here. And maybe in this color. Like that. Oh, yes. Okay. Let's put flooring in. Figure out at least for downstairs the flooring and the wallpapers. I chose this wallpaper because I don't know, I like it. It's one of my favorites actually. I already did the toilet. So what I did for the toilet is you kind of see here the wallpaper that I did. Can I? No, you cannot see that. It's the same as the one that is in the kitchen. It looks a little bit different because of the lighting, but I also added a half wall basically behind it so that the stairs aren't that open. What I do want to do though is add a kitty litter and a kitty door. So how I usually do that is I go to pets, I get the fancy self-cleaning litter box, you know, because I'm fancy like that, we can put it under the stairs. And then when I put the walls up, I can actually go to build mode, to the doors, and then find a pet door. I think I have a few different ones. Let's see. I think I'm going to go for this, because that way the pet can go, the cat in this case, can go through the door onto the litter box, and I don't have to find the room for it. I also added this door here, which is, I believe, from base game. I added a curtain here because behind the curtain is the fuse box and one of those fireproofing thingamajiggies. I don't like the way that it looks when it's out in the open, so I added a curtain. I added carpets, yes, or mats actually. I also gave her the umbrella stand. I'm going to put a small table. I think I know the one I want. I really like it. I just don't really know if it fits. Does it clip? No, it actually does fit. And the cool thing about this is you can put a bowl there. Let's find a bowl. Shall we do Shelly the bowl? We will do Shelly the bowl. So if I kind of scoot you a little bit that way, and then do the keys, I can basically put those in. So I'm just going to raise them up with the 9 key and put them in the bowl. So now that I'm here and this is kind of out of the way, let's also do, shall we do a plant there or picture frame? So what I did here in the hallway is on that little table, I have the bowl and then the keys. I found this cute cat statue. I put my favorite plant up, which is Bob the plant. And above that, I actually went to the gallery and searched for cat pictures. And I found this. There are actually 3, but this is just so cute. It's not CC, it's just, you know, it kind of looks a little bit crooked. I like it. So I hung that one up there and the other 2 I hung here. I think they're so cute. Honestly, I did size this one that I have in the hallway down though, a little bit, so it fits there. So that is basically the hallway done, or the front hallway done. Then we have the back hallway there. I kind of wanted something here for, I need to scoot you over. Kind of, is it a mudroom? Is it called a mudroom thing? Yeah, this mudroom cubby. Is this what I wanted? I think so. I don't really like that though, but something like that. And I thought we kind of had that. I could also do that one, the sturdy clothing rack. I kind of like this color with the rest that we have. Let's kind of clutter this part up with some clothes. Then, but I basically just need coats or something. Okay, let's also get the shoes, women's shoe rack. I will need to move that up just a hint, elevate, like that. That I just cannot see the dark swatch on the top from the shoes. Put the cow plant up top. Put the cute critter basket on top as well. Maybe size down a little. I think it's just so cute, this one. Let's put that one there, the carefree succulent, because it's cute. Okay, so there's that. That's that part. Shall we do this one, the 3 Sons of Wicker? Because I don't know, why not? Oh, maybe this is a cool color. I've never used this, so, you know, why not? So there's that. I can actually also put a mirror there. You know, full-length mirror. I can also put that on this side, actually. I kind of want to have a mix of styles here, just because I can. You know, kind of like, I don't know, a lot of it is thrifted or something. Ooh, I like that one, which is also from Horse Ranch. Shall we do that there? Kind of like, because that's the kitty door. Sure, you know, why not? For here, to go to the upstairs, I could also hang something like that. Just a collage of pictures. And the lighting will be upstairs. So that is the hallway done. I quite like it. Then for here, I don't know. Shall we just start with the curtains or something? I found curtains. So I actually did the same curtains that I gave my dad. These are gray though. I also basically put some planties there. I like the symmetry. I do. I also really love this one that I put down here. I don't know if I'll keep it there. I also did the windows back here. And I put some clutter here. Hourglass from the Grim Reaper reward. And that's a little music box. These 2 statues. This is the regular size. And this one is just basically sized one down with the bracket key. Potentially use the longer ones. I'm actually now realizing I can do that one. I'll have to move it up with the tool mod, but that is fine. So what I'm going to do is the living. No, I want a mirror here, and yeah, this is kind of flipping, isn't it? Is that better? I do like the glass in this one though. Yeah, it kind of breaks it up and it's a little bit more along the lines of this. You know what? It is what it is. It's just whatever. Let's see if I can find a mirror that I want to put on top. I like that one actually, but maybe we can do that one here because it's going to, again, as I said, it's a lot of the things are thrifted. I don't know. I'll put it there for now and we will see. Yeah, I do really like this one there. I do. What do I want here then? What do I have in my inventory? I can put the head is coming. It's going out of the mirror. That's actually quite funny. Oh, but that was not what I wanted to do. So let's kind of scoot you there. Yes, and I also grabbed the pokey thingamajiggy, and then I have firewood here on that side. Kind of want to use something that I haven't used before because, variety. Honestly, I do kind of like the orange. But there's just something about that color that really draws me in. Now, I don't know that if I also put this one there, let's put you on the street, if it's then too much. No, I like it. I don't know why. Maybe I need to stop drinking energy drinks. No, won't happen. Not that it does anything. I just like the taste. I don't get hyper or anything from energy drinks, so I can do that all by myself. I like this. Yes, I do. And then let's put you, I don't know, there. I do kind of like this one. I think this is also very cool. Honestly, I'm really using stuff I've never used before, and I'm kind of loving it. On the other hand, though, with a cat, knowing my cats, we're not going to go for a glass coffee table. We're just not. I don't think that's a good idea. And it's not that I'm worried that they'll wreck it, but you see everything on a glass table. You see cat paws and everything. And that is just a no-no. So the other thing that we're going to do is go for a TV. I really do like these. We should get the cat. The thing is though, that now I don't really like that it's not the same type of color. This is cool. Yeah, we can do that. Okay, but then I also want to have something underneath. What kind of swatches do we have this? Oh, we also have, oh, I like that. Because it kind of matches it doesn't, but it kind of does at the same time. I like that. Why? I have no idea. But I do. Let's also give her the Super Dream Cube Retro, because I can. Maybe she collects record players. Some people do that. This is so cute, the vintage radio. Why is it so cute? And then in that green. Oh, Lord, look. That's so cool. You can also do it in orange to kind of... No, I don't like that. I like it in green. Why? It's everyone's guess. I like that. We're just going to go for it. I have it here. The remote control for the TV. Like that. Yes. It is very much, I don't know, interesting vibes, but I love it. Just something very much out of the box for me. So, and that is always a good thing, I think, at least. Well, not always, but in this case it is. Okay, let's kind of look for a rug. Oh my. I kind of like it. Kind of seeing if I want to change the color of this, because even though I really like the color that it already has, if I'm going to go for it, why not? It does kind of fit in with that. Do I then want to change these up to make them dark blue? Does that pull everything together? I kind of think so. Maybe I can put a poof there, and I also need a cat bed. Can I put the cat bed on top of the poof? I think I can. So let's get a cat bed first. So that's basically the kitty chair done. I like it. I don't know if they'll use it, but I like the little chair. Any Uzis, I want, what did I say? A plant. Green goddess. Oh, I like that one too, actually. But it's a little too large. Can do that. Just size it down a little. So let's go to lighting. Let's remove you. I'm kind of looking because I don't really want heaps of lighting. Oh, I can also just do these. But maybe it's me. I don't like to have my rooms overly lit. Same with this. I already think that this is too bright. but maybe it is the way that I am. It could be, could do a lamp next to the couch, a standing lamp. The living room is done. I added this light here, which is a vintage light. Oh, what am I doing? I don't know. Vintage light from Dream Home Decorator, I believe. This one is actually not too bright, so I kind of liked it. And this is the living room done, and I really like it. I think it's a cool mismatch of, well, it's not really, that's the thing. It's not really a mismatch. It's a little bit more, you know, retro, and I like it. Me likey a lot. Yes, I am going to go next to the dining room here. So this is basically the dining table that came with the set that I use for the couch. Okay, so the chairs that came with that I don't like. How about these chairs? Let's see what kind of colors I have them. I really do not mind that. I don't know about the swatch for the table though. Let's go for a rug and, well, let's go for a rug and kind of see what I can find. I do want with a circular table, I want a circular rug. Hello, I am back. Not that you are still here. For me, it's a different day. It's also pretty warm. Well, it's actually okay now, but apparently we're getting a heat wave. So there is that. Where did we leave off? Yes, we left off here in the dining room, didn't we? I think the last thing that I did on camera, I think at least, was hang the lights. And then I was kind of debating, what do I want here against the wall? I was contemplating putting a hutch there, but they weren't really what I wanted. So I actually found this, which is from the Industrial Loft Kit. I've never seen this one. I've never used this one, but I think it's very cool. I did size it up with the tool mod 1.2. Yeah, so it's 1.2%, because what I also want to do is put this on top. We're going to kind of position this here a little bit forward, because this aquarium is very, very big. Then I grabbed these, just the regular base game shelf, and I sized it up just with the bracket key. And what I'm going to do now is I'm going to remove 2 of the walls, grab the second one that I have here, raise that up with the 9 key, like that, and then just push it in a little. I think like so. How is it hanging? It's okay. It needs to be up a little though. But I will figure that out in just a minute. I kind of want to see how this is looking right now. So this way I can actually very easily see if it will clip the wall. It should be kind of like that. Yeah, okay. Then this one needs to come a little bit forward. This is going to be kind of a finicky process, but that's fine. Kind of like that. Because then when I look from the side, I don't have a weird gap. Now it's almost like it's supposed to be one unit, if that makes any sense. So it's just, you know, kind of a hodgepodge. Is that the wording? I don't know. I'm going to raise this one up first, just a tad. Yes, and then I'm also going to select this one. I do that actually by pressing down the Alt key and then selecting the other, and elevate them both. I think also just a tad. Yeah. And it's clipping a little bit here on the outside, but that's fine. We won't see that anyway. And I think this looks very cool, actually. So the thing is that now I was kind of debating the color. I can do this one because the sides are also a little bit, you know, I don't know. Which one was that? Was that the first swatch? I think so. So I could do that. And then maybe make this one a little lighter. I think that kind of works, doesn't it? I think so. I think I like this. Maybe I can put a bar there. Just a little bar. I'm using so many packs, I know. But on the other hand, I am not sure if I'm going to upload these to the gallery. And the reason for that is because these are real houses for people that I actually know. I kind of feel a little bit weird uploading them. Or maybe I can upload the houses, but then just not the Sims because they're family, you know? I don't know yet. I haven't decided. I actually love this type of bar. So I do use it a lot. It's from the Vintage Glamour. Let me search for a cute picture. I think I have an idea of which one I want. Can we not do the feathers? We can. Honestly, the seagull is very apt here, you know? Crow is also very apt here. And let's do the pigeon. I actually think this is cute. And you know that I never knew that this was the way that the feathers were basically displayed. I think it's very cute. So we're going to do that. Shall we do this color? But now do I then want to change that to bring that accent back? I don't know if I like that though. Maybe like that? I don't know. We will leave it for now we're going to go to the kitchen next. I have an idea in mind, and apparently I don't think that well, but that's green. This is a light blue. We could do that.
2 hours later.
Can I just say that that is actually very cool? Do I dare? We're going to go for bright green, not the route I thought we were going to take. I don't know if I'm going to change up the tile though. Maybe I will, to kind of, I don't know, get inspired by the window that we have here. And then a smaller end piece maybe. That's funky. That is funky. Funky, funky. So, wow, never mind. I can put the stove there and maybe another end piece. Throwback stove. Maybe. What kind of colors do we have? But this one is also kind of pretty. And the thing is, with this, the buttons, they basically, they stress me out. Well, no, I'm being dramatic. They don't literally stress me out, but this whole thing with the buttons and then you have to go over. No, it's just, I don't know, accidents waiting to happen. Yes, we also need a refrigerator. So the kitchen is done. And I have changed up the layout as well. So I changed up where the cooking and the water part was. This made a little bit more sense. So I put the refrigerator next to the, can I move the lamp out of the way for a little while? Thank you. So I put the refrigerator here, which is kind of clipping now, and it should not really be. Added the upper cabinets as well. I doubled them up so there's a little bit more storage. And can I just say that this corner cabinet, I love those types of corner cabinets. I don't like the old school ones that stick out so much. I like these. So, you know, I just doubled everything up. And then here I added a towel. So this, the cutting board is actually the same as the cutting board that you see standing against the wall. I rotated it and put it into place with the tool mod. It was very finicky. I think it took me half an hour, but this was what I wanted. And then this type of basically cookie clutter thing is from that kitchen stuff pack. I put that on top, raised it up with the tool mod. So it's like she's baking, I don't know, cookies or maybe another cake. Because if you look in the oven, there's a cake in the oven. It's, I think it's kind of, I don't know, a holiday fruit cake or something. I think it's from base game, but I just sized it up a little bit and raised it up with the 9 key. And then it's like she's baking something. The pot is from Cottage Living. This, I don't know, I think the kettle is from base game. Then the coffee maker, the Buongiorno drip coffee is from the Cozy Bistro kit. And yeah, for the rest, I just added some kind of cluttery bits. I really like how the kitchen turned out. So I was debating on, as I said, changing kind of the wallpaper and the flooring, but I actually quite like it. Oh, the other thing that I did, let me show you, is I actually put lighting underneath the cabinets here. So the lighting is called the Picture Perfect Art lighting. It is base game, but it's unlocked at level 2 of the painter career. So the cheats that you need to basically always play with my builds are listed in the description box. I actually hope that this will function because usually when I alt play stuff, they still cannot cook. This time though, I think I did it a little bit differently. So let's hope that it is functional. I also added a cat ball and that. Can I not put some planties there? I know we have these from the kitchen clutter kit. Wow, it's difficult to speak. So if I kind of raise these up with a 9 key, I can kind of put them there. But I think that's kind of cute. They really just fit just there. You know, kind of like that. Let me actually put a doormat in. Yeah, that's fine there. And then here, let's do that because it's not humongous. It's just, you know, that you can kind of, I don't know, wipe your feet when you're coming inside the house again. We are up. Well, what am I doing? Upstairs. And we're going to go, well, I actually did the floor plan upstairs, which is almost the same as the other house. The only thing that I did is I kind of extended the room here a little bit. This is going to be office. Here we have the bathroom. We have children's bedroom, guest bedroom or whatever. And here is the main bedroom. I also put in the same types of closets that are in basically my dad's house. For wallpaper, it's the same type of paint as I use downstairs for the 2 bedrooms. The same wallpaper as downstairs in the hallway for up here. And then this is actually from the event that's going on right now in the game. And this is the reclaimed wood. It is part of the base game now. It does not have a plumb bob thingy next to it to say that it's an event reward. So yeah, but that's what I did in gray and that kind of color. For here in the bathroom, I used, it is tile, and then kind of combined with this flooring, it kind of works. We are going to go to, shall we do the barely there shower? Yes, we shall. Oh, there's also a rose gold option. That's actually pretty fancy. That is nice. That is nice. Yes, yes. What I'm actually going to do is I'm going to grab cast iron. Ooh, we have it in the same type of color. You know that. Do we have one that... Oh, we do. Yeah. You know, we just need to do that. Color-wise, this does fit. We can do this. But we can also use this one. So you know that your tiles get nice and warm. We have this one, bathroom organizer cabinet, which is also in, but that's not the pink that I want it to be in though. No, no, maybe just a white. And scoot it in as much as I can. Yeah, I think that's cute. I've not used this mirror, so shall we use that mirror? Because we can, like that, yes. Yes, we need this. Do we also want it in pink or do we want it in a different color? I actually don't know. Let's do it in a different color. Yes, and we need the toilet brush, which is basically toilet brush. Toilet paper. Wanted the shower time caddy as well. That was actually the one that I was looking for. I did not know that they had different. Oh Lord. I did not know that they had bunny or cat. They have a cat. I'm going to use the cat. That is so cute. That is so cute. So we're going to plop that there. That kind of underneath like that. Yes. Okay. I don't know if I want to put a shelf. Well, I can actually put a shelf there. Yes, I can. And then put some toilet paper because we have, let's do that then. For the toilet paper. Hello. It is the next day. My fan is on, so I hope that you won't really notice it. If you do, yeah, it's heat wave. What can I say? What I did in the bathroom is I actually sized these down. So the washer and dryer, I sized them down a hint so that they didn't clip too much with the window covering thingy that I put there. So that's what I did. I also put up a lamp here. The other thing that I did, and maybe it's just me, I don't know, here in the kitchen, what I did is I actually removed all the clutter from this cabinet, put it on the floor, and with the tool mod raised it up because I don't really know. I kind of have to figure out when they can basically use it and when they cannot use it. The other thing that I found out was that if I have something here in that oven thingy, they cannot cook. Because apparently everything needs to be in the oven. And they cannot cook. I know that they can cook with a pan on top, but they cannot cook apparently when there's something in the oven. So that is basically what I changed there. And then for the rest, I kind of play tested to see if she would go everywhere. And she did. I already picked out the curtains and kind of the color schemes. Yay me. So this room is going to be brown, dark blue, and I kind of want to say gold accents, but it's probably... I don't think that we have dark blue and gold, do we? No, we do have gray and gold, but I don't want gray and gold. I want dark blue and dark brown. And then here, this is going to be combined with gray. I don't know what kind of color it is. So what I actually did is I just put the colors that I want to use. So pink, purple and gray for this room in the filter. So it makes it a little bit easier for me. And the bed that I want to use is this one, which is from Cottage Living. It's the Spring Sparrow B&B bed, and this is the swatch that I want to use. And I think it fits perfectly. I kind of want to have almost kind of classical French-ish vibes in here. That was the plan. So let's see what we can find. Kind of for a bedside table. I kind of like the pink because of the texture that it has on top. Yeah, I also like these scry. Oh yeah. These scrying. I actually use these quite often, but I think, could these be the ones? I kind of like them. They kind of match, and then with some pink stuff on the top. I think that's going to be cute. Okay, let me get, now that I'm here, kind of the bigger things out of the way. So let me get a, yes, a pet bed, yes. Yeah, I was going for a rug. Yes, that is definitely an option. They also kind of have it in a little bit of a purpley color. No, don't like that. What else? Can we do something like artwork? So I'm kind of looking at, I don't know, this almost this softer, dare I say, romantic style. That is basically what I'm looking for. This would work. Yeah, it could work. Yes, yes. That can also be a vibe. And then that is kind of it, right? Oh. This is, I think, and we also have that in different color. Let's see, with a different, oh no. How about I put you here? And then on this wall, I want, well, we already have a clothing thing, right? So let's see, what else do we have in the bedroom? Mirror, we can do a nice kind of thrifted mirror. I think I'm going to put a fireplace here as well. Basically, kind of like almost a faux fireplace. Let's do this. And yes, it is, listen, it's a fully functional one. It is, yes, we all know it, but that is fine because it does not really matter. Then I kind of want a little bit of a couchy love seat moment. We do that one. Vanity. I can put a vanity here. Like that, yes. And then we have the vanity there. The bedroom is done. I added some lamps, some, what is it, branches, berry branches, I believe they are. I added some books, an alarm clock, and then here's some hanging plants. I really like these, actually. They're from the green, I don't know, it's a plant kit. And these are my favorites. They are the goddess hanging something. Then here I added clutter on top of here as well. I added another plant. I added some lights that I did size down actually on the wall. And then over here I just added a fairy statue size down as well, a candle, and the vintage music box. I really like this vintage music box, so I actually don't really know why I put this here, because technically it should be kind of, you know, an electrical one, but maybe we will just do that because, I don't know, just because. And so that is the master bedroom. We are going to go to the second bedroom now. I don't know, maybe it's more black, but I thought it, I don't know, I thought it was a very, very cool bed. So yeah, this does not fit the vibe then. So we're going to do this. So it's going to be a little bit more, I don't know, industrial, you know. Let's also change this one up. Shall we do this one? I don't like the wood swatch. Well, this one actually will work as well, because it then kind of matches the bed a little bit more. So yes, that is fine. I think we're going to do these. And again, it could very well be that we change that up. But for now, we're going to go with this. Then, oh no. Then here I want, we already have, yeah, just a nice, I don't, dresser. Not that we necessarily need it, but maybe we have a nice one. So I actually think that this is pretty cool. What do we have? Basically clutter-ish wise, or at least for on the wall. I love this little alarm clock. I think it's just so cute. I also put in my favorite plant, Bob the plant, then these lights from the Dream Home Decorator. Some books here, and then these I used as wall lights for this room at least. And then here there is, I'm not really sure if it is technically, I don't know, industrial, but I thought it worked, you know? So this is a, I don't know, the painting is from the Cozy Bistro kit. Then here I have, this is a base game plant, yes. These are from the Refined Living Room, I think. And these are also from the same pack. Put the bathrobe on the door. I actually found this mirror, and I thought it worked here as well, which is also from base game. And then that is that room done. This is a very nice, I don't know, almost cozy reading nook. So let's then start with the bookshelves, because, you know. So if I then basically scoot you there, I have room for a chair here and a light, maybe. We have this. That's from the same set as I used downstairs. Maybe it was just a complete set and there was no room downstairs. I think it's a little bit too low. I actually would like to have it a little bit higher. You know what I can do? I can actually just raise it up, just 2 ticks, and pretend there's a box underneath, which honestly, it's kind of how I raise stuff up in my house anyway. So yes, do I want a little table to, you know, put your book on? Yes, but then smaller. I can size this one down. The downside is though that if I want to put anything on it, I will have to use the tool mod. But this, yeah, this works. Okay, now for the desk. Okay, so yes, so we have then a desk chair and a desk. I'm still not sure about these though, but that is fine. Let's go to computer. And you know what? I'm just going to go to my favorite, which is from Cottage. I want to say Cottagecore, Cottage Living. It's just, I love the typewriter moment. I also want to give her an easel. Think that will work. Let's see about the colors of, hey, there's me. I want to know if she can get here. Can you do a classic painting? Let's do a small classic painting. Where are you? Let's go there. Apparently you can. Yeah, you can. Woohoo! I have cluttered up the room. I like it. I like how it looks. So I have added some stuff here. As you can see, some painting goodies, some nice lamps, nice fragrance, and then some clutter on the desk. Yeah, maybe I could even put. Can I put you somewhere where I can kind of? Oh, I can put you there, just behind the computer or something. But I like the way that the study turned out. So basically, you have, you know, your I forgot I can put knickknacks there too. No, I forgot. Honestly, by the time I found something that I like there, it's going to be next year. So that is the. I can also put you here on this side. Yeah, I think this is the interior done. So let's go to the back garden then. Oh, I also have the shed. Oh, lordy lord, I also have the shed. Don't really feel like doing the shed, but I have the shed. So let us get kind of a sofa that we can use outside. Is that wicker? It is. That is very nice. What color do we have that in? I actually like this one. So let's use that. I can also make this into a corner couch. And then maybe push this a little bit this way. And then put the chairs in. Like that. That's actually quite cool. Okay, now for the table. Surfaces. Coffee table. They actually have a table that comes with the set. But I know that there's also a table that has fire. Don't know the one, no. But there is one. Let me find it. Yeah, it kind of needs to, I kind of do want it to match a little. If we can manage that. So I hope that should be functional. The thing is though, now the coffee table now is kind of under here. Well, it should be fine. Famous last words. It should be fine. I like this. Yes, I do. I think it is nice and yes. It is nice. Let's go and grab some, you know, lighting like these types of wind, I don't know, wind lightings. What's that? A little metal house for a candle. Yeah. And you know, you can put your drinks on there or something. I did not know we had these. That's handy. So you could potentially put these all around like this. I am done with the house. So here is the in-between thingy. Because there are a lot of plants and such here and indoors, I thought it would be fun to grab this one. I don't know if I like the color of it though. Kind of like the darker one. Yes, which is from Eco Lifestyle. Okay, that's where it's from. I also grabbed this lighting from Cottage Living, I believe, or maybe Horse Ranch. It's the barn light, so it's probably Horse Ranch. Then here is are some paintings. This shelf is, I believe, from Strangerville, and I actually added. Can I show you? I can. I added the kitty food there. Then this shelving unit is from businesses and hobbies, and there's just some clutter in there, boxes and planters and, you know, wine or nectar and such. Then here are two, I don't know, broken and old chairs, and then here is a kind of a storage rack for the paintings. I thought it was actually a good idea because you know, I gave her the painting skill, so yes, and I want it in a darker wood. So that is then, I think, the entire house. What else did I do? Oh yeah, I did add some things here in the back garden. I added these pillows, which are from base game. They were from an event because there's that green plum bob thingamajiggy next to it. But yeah, this is the entire house. So that was it for this build, this house, one of the neighbors from my dad. I am having a lot of fun building my hometown. Let me know if you enjoy this series as well, and if you want me to upload the houses, at least. I can also upload Sims, but I will not upload my family, because at least not publicly. So I don't know if you, my dear sister, you know, want to play with, I don't know, me and such, and dad and you guys when I've made you, then let me know, because I can upload them to the gallery, but I will not upload my family publicly. I just find, no, I'm not comfortable with that, but I could upload the houses. So let me know if you are, if you want me to do that. And then if you want to see more of me building my hometown, because I have so many ideas. I want to build my sister's house. I want to build the stables that we used to frequent. I want to kind of see if I can combine the stables with the big lighthouse that we have here. I also want to see if I can build the archery range where I go to, you know, to do the archery stuff. And I also want to build the tattoo shop that I go to when I'm getting a tattoo. So that is at least what's coming. And I also want to build, you know, some shops and all that. So if you want to see that, then make sure you are subscribed. And let me know if there are any other things that you want me to do. Thank you so much for watching. If you liked the video, give it a thumbs up. If you have any questions or comments, please leave them down in the comment section below. I'm going to wish you a fantastic day, a fabulous evening, happy gaming, and I'll see you soon in my next video. Bye.